Gets to about the 15, maybe the 16. In any event, it's a first down. The ball at the 16, 1st and 10 Blue Devils. Stewart comes out. Huddleston goes wide left. Cyrus Hancock on the left wing. Pitch, Juan A. Jennings. Goes to the outside. Turns the corner. Has the first down. Has the touchdown. 16-yard run by Juan A. Jennings. .443 to play in the first quarter, and Lebanon has drawn first blood. Juan A. Jennings around the left end on a 16-yard run. And now Justin Ussery will try the point after out of the hold of Clay Bueller. Ussery telling me before the game he has some new kicking shoes. And it's blocked. Let's see who got it. I think that's Andy Ford who blocked it. Number 82 coming up the middle. Just swatted it right back in Ussery's face. So with 4:43 to play in the first quarter, it is 6-0 Blue Devils. Ussery's telling me before the game he's got some new kicking shoes. Should help his kicking, but I don't know if anything would have helped that one. So Lebanon on top, 6-0. And Shelbyville's offense will get the ball for the first time very shortly. We'll get a look at Don Castleman. Mark Medley was quoted early in the year as saying Castleman is someone that the Michigan Wolverines would have trouble bringing down. Jason Baker is the deep back at his own 5-yard line. Medley made those comments prior to the Lincoln County game. Shelbyville had just beaten Lincoln County, and Castleman had just run wild against the Falcons. Medley saying that the Falcon defense is better than it looked that night for that reason. Donnie Self, the new kickoff man, and he gets it down. It's picked up by Don Castleman at the 13-yard line, and you get a look there of just how hard he is to bring down. He's across to the 37, about a 20-yard return by Don Castleman, and he's the fullback. They'll mark it at the 36, first down Shelbyville, with Donnie Chun opening at quarterback. Castleman, number 24, is the fullback. The tailback is Troy Sales. The wingback is number 10, D. McCulloch. Jason Baker, the split end to the left side, number 1. The tight end is James Smith. 1st and 10. Chun rolls left, going to throw for Baker. Incomplete, covered by Cyrus Hancock. That'll bring up 2nd down for the Eagles. The interior front for the Shelbyville, the tackles are Theron Bean and Scott Kelton. Starting at left guard is Brian Limbaugh in place of the injured Pike Bobo, mentioning it. He missed part of last week's game. I believe he played offense but not defense. And now he's missing the game all the way around because of a knee injury. The right guard is David Trollinger. Ted Robinson is the center. 2nd and 10. Jason Baker split to the left. Again, Chun rolls left. Trying it again for Baker, off his fingertips. A little bit high. Cyrus Hancock, again, the nearest Blue Devil defender. So James Thaxton throwing in a new wrinkle with Don Castleman getting all the raves. The Eagles going to the air early. And it's a 3rd and 10 for Shelbyville. The defense for the Devils, Richard Moscardelli and Sonny Warmoth are the ends. Kevin Douglas and Jody Ambrose are the tackles, and Dwayne C. is the nose guard. Rod Crutchfield and Brian Johnson are the linebackers. Cyrus Hancock and Marcus Stewart the corners. Jonathan Haas and Kevin Huddleston the safeties. Option pitch to Castleman, and he is brought down. Cyrus Hancock, Chris O'Neill there to bring him down after about a 3-yard pickup. It'll bring up 4th down at the 39. Clay Bueller and Cyrus Hancock go back to receive the punt of Stephen Brinkley. Good snap. No rush. Pretty good kick. Bueller from the 32. Gets to the 38, where Lebanon will have it 1st and 10. The Blue Devils leading 7-0, took the opening kickoff and drove down the field about 60-some-odd yards. The payoff was a 1A Jennings 16-yard run. The point after kick was blocked. The Devils holding Shelbyville to 3 and out. Now the Devils with their second possession. Lebanon's defense, of course, has run across some heralded running backs before and have held them in check, such as Anzio Gray. And last week, Jerome Thompson of Oakland did not give much against the Devils. There's DJ Daniels or somebody else. Rod Crutchfield. And he is in the clear. Let's see if he's run down from behind. Inside the 5. Troy Sales, the cornerback, delays the touchdown. But it's first and goal at the 4. Crutchfield went through the pile at the line, and as has happened several times this year, he was still on his feet at the other end, and he was gone. And only the speed of Troy Sales prevented a touchdown, or at least delays it for a few moments. Otherwise, that could have been about a 64-yard touchdown. As it is, it's a 60-yard run. And the Devils have it first and goal. Clay Bueller goes wide left. Cyrus Hancock on the left wing. Crutchfield and Jennings behind Jim Brindley. Pitch, 1A Jennings. Touchdown. .241 to play, and Lebanon has already opened up a 12-0 lead. The scoreboard says 14. Now they're trying to correct it. Well, the first point after was blocked, and now let's see if Mark Medley doesn't go for 2 points. It looks like it's what he's going to do. Marcus Stewart comes in. Warmoth and Hancock leaves, and Juan-A Jennings comes back in. So the Blue Devils are going for 2 this time. Clay Bueller to the left. Marcus Stewart in the slot to the left side. Crutchfield and Jennings behind Jim Brindley. Brindley on the roll. Passes incomplete through the hands of Richard Moscardelli. Well, the ball was there. And this has probably been Lebanon's main bugaboo this season. Drop footballs, both fumbles and drop passes. But the running game and the offensive line have come through. 12-0 Lebanon with 2:41 to play in the first quarter. Juan-A Jennings with 2 touchdowns already, but his second one set up by about a 60-yard run from Rod Crutchfield. Jason Baker, the deep man for Shelbyville. Donnie Self, a sophomore tackle, 6'1", 205 pounds. Lebanon has had problems all season with its kickoff or kickoff coverage, so Medley is going to try, and now someone is not on the kickoff team who should be, and now Mark Medley trying to find somebody. Ushery comes back out, and he's the regular kicker. Medley has used Ushery and Sonny Warmoth on the kickoff, so now Ushery's going to kick off, and Self comes out. So Medley trying something new at the start of the game, but now goes back to the old. And it's a roller from the 31. Is picked up and returned to the 41. I believe that's Donnie Chun who recovered it. So Shelbyville will have it first and 10 at their own 41. Well, the Eagles went 3 and out on their first possession, as James Thaxton tried to throw the first 2 downs, came up empty. Then an option play on 3rd and 10 came up short. Jason Baker, the split end to the left side. Chun pitches Don Castleman, their bread and butter. Nothing that time. Rod Crutchfield in on the stop, and also Richard Moscardelli, the defensive end. A loss of 1. 2nd down and 11. The ball back at the 39 and a half. B. McCulloch flank to the right side. Donnie Chun rolls left, throws down the middle, intercepted by Marcus Stewart at the 42, and he has stood up and slammed to the turf finally by the intended receiver, Troy Sales. Well, Lebanon has never lost 2 in a row in the medley era, and in about the first 11 and a half minutes or so of the first quarter are making a statement saying they're not going to start losing 2 in a row now. Lebanon has it, 1st and 10 at the Blue Devil 43. Still a minute 28 to play in the first quarter, 12-0 Blue Devils. Kevin Huddleston goes wide to the left. And now Mark Skeen makes his first appearance at tight end to the right side. Pitch, Juan A. Jennings, left side. And he's to about the 48-yard line where he is gang tackled. Bring up a 2nd down and 5. Mentioning earlier, Mark Skeen played last week with a cyst on his tonsils, although at the time they didn't know what it was, but he was very short of breath. He was talking to his father, Bruce Skeen, who's upstairs doing the radio play-by-play, and he was saying that he ran down on a kickoff one time and came back to the bench almost totally out of breath, couldn't catch his breath. They finally took him to the hospital and got the cyst taken care of. 2nd down and 4 for the Devils at the 49. Brindley straight ahead, 1st down to the 42 of Shelbyville. Make it the 43. D. McCulloch on the stop for the Eagles. But to finish the story on Skeen, he was held out of practice most of this week. He's been weak. He did get in some snaps on Thursday and is playing tonight. One of 3 tight ends. And he's in now. A tight end to the left side, or to the right side, I should say. Clay Bueller split wide to the left on 1st and 10. Shelbyville 43. Rod